And we'll come back to the Zodiac age. Here we are. Don't think there's any treasures in here? No. Alrighty, I hope you're comfortable. By this path and no other, reach ye the round of the undying, walk of the chosen.
Everyone.
Fear not, Princess of Dalmasca. We, Occuria, have chosen you, and you alone. Ashalia Benargan Dalmasca, we see your heart desires power, and power most holy shall we grant. Seek you the Suncrist, slumber. In tower on distant shore, it dreams. The mother of all Nephesite, the source of its unending power. The Dynast King, his fallow shards, coarse trinkets cut from Suncrist's light.
Such power exists?
In times that are long passed away, we thought to save this Evilise, and chose Wraithwall, the Dynast King. He took the sword and cut the Christ. 3 shards he took from its gilt grasp, and so became the Dynast King. His words and deeds run through your veins.
That's why I was given it, the Sword of Kings.
The treaty held with kings of old is but a memory, cold and still. With you, we now shall treat anew, to cut a run for history's flow. Now take this sword, this treaty blade, Occurian seal, mark of your worth. Cut deep the Christ, and seize your shards. Wield Dynast King's power. Destroy Vanar.
But Vanar? Vanar's an Occurian, a being like you.
Vanar is a heretic! The Nephesite is ours to give to chosen bearer, or to none. The heretic trespassed, and set the rose of knowledge in man's hand. With imitations they profane. It is anathema to us. We give you now the stone and task. Administer judgment. Destroy them all.
Judgment? Destroy them all? The Empire?
The hues ever skew, history's weave. With haste, they move through 2 short lives. Driven to err by base desires, toward waste, and wasting, on they run. Undying, we Occuria light the path for wayward sons of man. Oft did we pass judgment on them, so that Evilise might endure. Eternal, we are history's stewards, to set the course and keep it true. The chosen is our hand, our fist, to let live some and crush the rest. Princess, you have been chosen Take revenge against those who stole your kingdom. Fulfill your role as savior. Attain to your birthright.
Ash! What's with these Occuria? What gives them the right to tell you what to do?
Will you take revenge, as they ask?
We could not see them, but we heard the Occuria speak. They may be gods, but we are the arbiters of our destiny. Your Highness, I'm against this. The Empire must pay, but destruction...
Does anyone know what happened to Dr. Sid? Wasn't he saying he'd be here?
He should have arrived by now.
And I should have realized by now. He's not coming. He laid out the bait, and we bit. Remember what he said? He wanted Ash to get the stone. He wanted that all along. That's why he flaunted his nethicite, and reeled us in with his stories about Vegan, all to bring Ash to the Occuria.
But wait, if we got a hold of the nethicite, wouldn't that be bad for the Empire?
Maybe he wants to see what happens when foes with nethicite collide. That'd be just like Dr. Sid.
I will search out the Sun Crest.
History is built by our hands. That's his favorite line. He'd never stand by and watch the Occuria's stones shape things. So, he was talking to Venar all along. He wasn't mad at all then, was he?
He was a bit mad, Balthier. And we have the Treaty Blade. So, yeah. So maybe to...
Restore Dalmasca's sovereignty and make our amends with Lady Ash. It's the only way to avert war.
It is a war of necessity. Your Lady Ash herself is bent on it. She desires it above all else. She will not rest until her revenge is full wrought.
I fear you misread her intent. She would sooner shun war than embrace it.
You are young, Larsa.
And you presume beyond your ken.
Then let us look closer. Judge Gabranth. I would have you seek after the Lady Ash and judge whether she makes overtures of peace or war. Yours shall be the eyes of the Empire.
And should I espy war, I am to put her to the sword. Is that your wish, Excellency?
It will not come to that, I am sure. I have faith in her, faith in you both. On you, Gabranth, shall I wager all our fortunes.
As you will.
That so sweet a child could be your brother is hard to believe.
Larsa is as he should be.
What's that, Venar? Ah, taken the bait already, have they? Splendid. The Occuria have given the princess her treaty blade.
The gods have chosen their scribe to write history as they deem fit. Yes, and she with fresh nethicite to aid her.
Bah! To hell with the Occuria and their stones. What good? A power that cannot be harnessed. Baubles best suited for study, no more.
We conquered 2 kingdoms that you might study these baubles.
Oh, I am grateful for the sacrifice. Without it, manufactured nethicite would have eluded us. An unrivaled weapon, I warrant you. Tell me, Venar, have I not been an apt pupil?
My counsel did but guide your able hand. Through power of man, the stones did you perfect. Yes. So much accomplished in 6 fleeting years. Man's fervor o'er all obstacles prevailing.
Our lives are much too short. You undying might waste long centuries away, but we, I fear, cannot.
Just so. Had we more time, we might have availed ourselves of more prudent measures.
Your greatest work still lies before you. Not lightly will the Occuria allow you to wrest the reins of history from their grasp, back into the hands of men.
Indeed. What claim does Garen have on history's reins? Seated on throne immortal, rent from time. For your ascendant's vein I offer prayer. May you attain all that which is your due.
Attain it I shall. For too
Garen...
long have my deeds gone unrewarded.
So Garen was the Occuria that Ash was talking to. And it seems that Garen has been the one who's been sort of leading Ash along by showing that image of Prince
In
Rasputin.
tower on distant shore dreams the sun Christ. Do these words mean aught to you?
Didn't Redis say he was going to follow some other course? Maybe you found out something that can help.
I'd rather stay out of that Sky Pirate's debt, thank you.
What's wrong with Redis? I mean, if you can't trust your own kind, who can you trust?
You're an expert on pirating now, are you?
Okay, so we can use this waystone to get out of here, I think? Yeah. So... yeah, okay, that's good. Okay, that just takes us out to the top. So basically, Venar was... he kind of rebelled against the other Occuria, and through Dr. Sid, showed him how to make manufactured Nethicite so he could create weapons to rival the stones that were given out by the Occuria to anyone they deemed worthy. So let's jump over to Balfenheim. We'll go have a chat with Redis, shall we? So Venar gave the Arcadian Empire and Dr. Sid the ability to make the stones, but they needed the real Nethicite, the Occuria Nethicite, to perfect the process or something. And wow, okay. Let's go sell all that stuff off while I'm yapping away. So they that's why I did that, and then the Garen and the other Occuria are they're pretty pissed about that. Because they kind of deign themselves to be gods, essentially. Whether humans would, whether the peoples of Evilis would like it or not, they don't really care. And so so now they're trying to get Ash to use that Truty Blade they gave her to go to like the origin of Nethicite, the Suncrest, and cut some new Occurian Nethicite. To use to fight the Nar, really, is what they want us to do. But I like how, quite often in these games it's about us fighting against gods and overthrowing them, and this one is a bit different because it's actually the enemies who are doing that, and we're kind of being used by the gods to do that. Which, understandably is making Ash a little uncomfortable, as I would be too. Okay, we got some good stuff here, particularly looking at this. So, yeah, here's the thing, that we are close to that morbid urn. 250 grand. I think I want to get the Serpent Blade. Yeah, let's get the Serpent Blade. Lisa! Cool. Oh, nice. Grab these two, shot, very good. The Rise is like, it's kind of like Raise, except you'll go back to full XP, which is very, very nice. I wonder if they've got any other new stuff around here. Doesn't look like it. Okay, that's good. Doing good stuff there already. Let's go check out the weapon shop. Dude, was that Lisa it's a ninja sword, right? Yeah, one hit poison. Ah, it's it's one of the top ones. Yeah, look at that, 102. Awesome. You can also use it. Pretty good. But we don't have the licenses. We will do soon enough. Soon enough. Save the queen. Pretty cool greatsword. Really strong. I may know more cool. Wind-based katana. That would be pretty good too. Alright, we're spending. Let's just do that. So we get this too. Holy Lance. Yeah, I'd love to be able to use that. You each bow can't. Great Axe is an upgrade for Balthier. And then I think we're back to the ones we already had. Ivory Pole, yeah, you've got that, haven't you? Okay, cool. So we got new weapons. We got new. Okay, nothing massively new. Okay, good. Alright, let's go drop in on Redis, see if he knows where this Suncrest is. After we have a quick look at the Technic shop. I think that the vast majority of Technics you actually find out in the open world, you know. Yeah. Why does he keep this shop running, selling 7 Technics? Anyway. Hello, is Redis in? Sure, that'd be good.
Ships in the water. Send fishing dories if need be, I care not. Glossair engines are as good to us as sky to a fish. Leave what boats have foundered. I want souls saved, not driftwood. Our armada ran afoul of bad water near the Ridorana Cataract. All engines stopped a sudden. Becalmed. Trouble with a mist thick as death, it seems. Those seas are yacht. I expected airship trouble, not a fleet foundering midst the waves. Tell me of what happened in Girovegon. From the lay of your eyes, I measure all did not go well. Cid. Was he false, as I feared?
Yes. But we may have caught a glimpse of his true intent. We may now know what it is that Cid searches for.
So the day-affected Nithosite was only a fragment? And these Occuria I know not and care to know even less.
If we strike this Suncrest with the Sword of Kings, no new stone may be born. We say the Suncrest is the source of all Nethosite's power. If we might break it, the Dusk Shard would be as a thing lifeless. As for the manufactured Nethosite, who can say?
There is another way. We used the Treaty Blade to cut a new stone from the Crest. Use that to fight the Dusk Shard and the manufactured stones.
Would you like to know the best use of Nethosite? Will or nil, I'll tell you. You pick it up and throw it away.
Either way, we have to find the Suncrest first, right? Don't we? Across the sea, and a tower on a distant shore. Redis?
Familiar words, Vaughn. I saw something of the sort written in some documents I chanced upon during my visit to Draklor. The Naldoan Sea, the Ridorana Cataract, and the Pharos Lighthouse. I sent my fleet to fish out the truth behind these words, and caught trouble.
Then proof is ours. This lighthouse on the Naldoan Sea is the tower on the distant shore. The strong mist that becalmed your ships is a grimmer yet clearer sign than any we might hope for. The Suncrest is there.
All well and good, but how do we get there? Those seas are in yacht, as I recall.
Try putting this one in your ship. 'Tis a sky stone made to resist Yacht.
More spoils from the Draklor labs, is it? Why not use it yourself?
That's just the thing. My ship's a Bergerben model. It will not work. But, should it fit the Strahl, she'll fly in Yacht. Lady Ash, I would accompany your highness, if you do not object.
I am in your care. But tell me one thing. Why do so much for us?
The Nabudis Deadlands.
Nabudis was your home?
Nay, but a memory forever burned in my heart.
Alright, we get Redis as a guest. He's pretty good, just a melee fighter really, but you can get Berserk on him, he can do some pretty good damage. I did here. Yeah, we got a Sky Stone about that actually. Yeah, cool. Okay. Thanks, no. Yeah, that doesn't really mean anything else for us. Okay, gotcha. Alright guys, you take it easy. Alrighty, so now we've got Redis in the party. Why don't we have a little look at his gambits? Let's see what you can do. Oh, we've got a Rise, very nice. And Holy. Silence all items, Sight Unseeing, 1,000 little stamp, Bone Crusher. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I'm not. No, we can take that one off, I think. Why don't we put one of these on? Just, you know, so we're ready. Have a bit of that. And that can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. Then we'll sort the rest out as we go, just don't want to have too much crap going on in there. Alrighty, so the Ridorana is another big area, and that's, you know, it's pretty much the penultimate big dungeon in the game, like the, you know, of the story. I mean, so we're going to be doing a lot of side quest stuff again now, trying to do a load of hunts. Maybe visit a few of the special areas. Yeah, look at all these ones we got now. Let's pick these up. Death Gains. Yeah. Traveller Aerodrome. Gotcha. Yep, we'll do it. Okay. So yeah, just in any aerodrome you can find this one. Next up, Diabolos. It's over in Bergerben, huh? Okay. Sure. Okay. Mikleo. Just got him in. Oh, this guy's a bit of a pain, if I remember. Was he? No, it's more of a pain to get to, really. Yeah, Veremsis, okay. Marlborough. This one's not so bad, it's a carrot, if I remember. Ideally have a few ribbons before we do with that one, though. Tobal Pass. Let's hold it in over in Jahara, alright. Oh yeah, Super Delo again. Okay. And Fafnir. Yeah, that guy can be a bit of trouble too. That's also in Veremsis, alright. Okay, that's those. So what I'm going to do, just before we sign off here, I'm going to go to the aerodrome. I'm not going to pick up that quest yet, because I want to decide how I'm going to organise all this. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take an airship back to Ravnasta, I'll pick up a few teleport stones on the way as well, and we'll just stop in and see Mont Blanc, get any rewards, pick up any more hunts there, and then we'll call it a day. I think it's like the traveller you're looking for is like a kid. So that's an Albina. Because I'm also going to do the next Anne's letter thing, because that should be available to us now. Well, we should be able to finish that off. I'll just do this one and get sorted out. So I'll see you over in Ravenasta, having got the next letter thing, or delivered the next letter, and I'll see you shortly. Okay, so we made it back to Ravenasta. Ended up having to get a flight to Naubna, because there wasn't a flight from Balkenheim directly to Ravenasta. So there we go. Anything new here? We haven't already got. Okay. Let's go see Mont Blanc. So yeah, a lot of the next episodes are going to probably be a bit shorter, but it's just going to be doing hunts and getting espers and finding some more trophy rare game. How are we doing on our trophies? We got any to hand in? Just the one at the moment, okay. Yeah, back in the Feywood, yeah. You're welcome. Yeah. 1900 twice. Okay. What have you got? Anything new? Nothing new there. Okay, that's good. Alrighty, so next time I think we're going to head into the Gamside Waterway. A couple of rare game down there, one trophy, and an esper I'd like to pick up, yeah? Why not? Seems like a good way to go. So I will meet you sort of down where the sluice gates controls are, 'cause it's a bit confusing. I don't know how you're supposed to figure it out if you haven't got a guide or whatever. But yeah, I'll meet you down there next time and we'll do that. Until then, take it easy.